Welcome back to Richards. We've got another fall beer review. This time we're going pumpkin. It's Uinta Brewing's Pumpkin Ale. Now, friends, let me start off by saying this is an interesting name. If you can phonetically tell me how to say it in the comments below, let me know. I'm going to call it Uinta Brewing from here on out. Probably wrong, but it is what it is. This is a pumpkin ale, not an Oktoberfest beer. This was canned on July 16th, 2022. It says hashtag pack the Uinta.
Forget the map. Pack the Uinta.
Is that a thing? Oh, it says on the can. Yeah, it's got a lot of cool stuff here on the can. On the back, it's spinning there in front of you. They are out of Salt Lake City, Utah, so welcome to the channel. It's got a rating system of hops, malt, body, and color. Hops, very low, and I wouldn't expect a lot of hops in a pumpkin ale. Malt is kind of low, medium. Body, same, and the color is also rated as about a solid medium, so I'm expecting a lot of color in here. Not a lot of malt, not a lot of hops, and a fairly thin beer. It says brewed with renewable power, wind, and solar. So they got some solar stuff out there, and some wind propellers.
Turbines?
Yeah, to get the electricity to make this, I guess. 5% alcohol, so low. A lot lower than a lot of the Oktoberfest beers that we've been having. Yeah, for best flavor, enjoy in glass. There you go, and you can check them out on their socials.
Why, though?
Because beers taste better in a glass.
That's not true, friends. Sours are more sour in the can.
That's because you like aluminum.
That's not true, friends. They're just more sour. That's neither here nor there.
That's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. Alright, as many of you know, I have a checkered past here on the channel with pumpkin ales. So, let's see how this one tastes.
Checkered past.
Yeah, like we had trouble finding a good pumpkin ale last year.
And the best one was from
Trader Joe's.
TJ's.
That's different. That's a different place. They have good tacos there. Here you are.
Still don't like the color of this.
They're all gonna be orange this time of the year. For the nose?
Your bad luck streak is continuing.
I get a small amount of spice in there, a tiny bit of pumpkin, but it's not hitting you in the face with it like I would expect from this. We've had a few good pumpkin beers so far this year, but nothing's really given me that, like, let me give this a 5 vibe to it. And already can tell you this is probably going to be lackluster flavor, guys.
The reason I was doing that is because if you go like this, it's like a quick sniff, nothing. If you really actually stick your nose in there, your longer one,
you'll get a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove, a little bit of nutmeg.
But it could be an apple pie. It could be any kind of spice pie.
Yeah, when you say apple, my mind immediately goes to apple pie, smelling all that.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily pumpkin. It's just the spices from any kind of pie, pretty much.
A lot of these beers usually tell you what they brew it with, what kind of spices. Is there pumpkin in here? This doesn't say anything on it, so I assume it's just spices they added, but we'll see right now.
Oh.
That hit it fast.
It started out pumpkin-y, and then it went apple-y, and then it went to a lager.
Well, it's not a lager, it's an ale.
It tastes like an ale. I mean, a lager. It tastes like a lager.
I need another sip to really see how I feel about this. I got flavor. I mean, there is spice there is pumpkin there.
That's weird. When I said at the very beginning, I did get a little bit of pumpkin, and then it just turned into apple juice.
Yeah, so that spice and the tiniest bit of pumpkin you get really fades away into... It's not as sweet as apple juice, but it is like a watered down apple juice almost.
Yeah.
It's really strange. And then after that, It does fade away into some yeastiness, a little bit of breadiness. Not as much as in some of the Oktoberfest beers that we've had, but just a little bit. Let you know it's there. I gotta say,
this is weird.
It's another disappointing, weird pumpkin ale, guys. Not one that I would get again.
It's definitely the upcoming season. Like, I'm saying upcoming because it's still September, but I don't know when this video is going to be released. But it's definitely this type of season.
Yes.
Like warm flavors and like pies and cinnamony stuff like that. But if you were to tell me this was a pumpkin ale, I would say no, maybe no. Just tell me it's a seasonal beer and I'll be fine.
Or like a spiced ale, maybe.
Yeah, like something like in the October, November, December season, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas season.
When you tell me pumpkin, I want to get the pumpkin. And I mean, like, a lot of people maybe would look down on something like Elysian or Sam Adams, but those two companies, those two breweries have put out some fairly solid pumpkin beers so far, where I actually taste the pumpkin and the spices and everything. This for me is gonna I'd give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I agree. There's not enough pumpkin in it. I think I'd give it a 2.25. There's just not enough pumpkin in it to be called a pumpkin ale.
Sorry, Uinta Brewing. This time. That does it for today's beer review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some good, tasty pumpkin beers for us to review, let us know down in the comments below. We are looking for those pumpkin beers this time of the year. Honestly, even through November, because it's all pumpkin pie season, really. Like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. You don't want to miss the next one. But until then, we're the Brewers, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
Very lazy, friends.
So, yeah, they didn't make a new can. They just reused old ones, I guess. This is a hazy IPA test phase by Uinta Brewing. Yeah, I mean, you look at the scale. It's got a lot of hops, body, not a lot of color, not a lot of malt.
Sounds better than this.
Yes, 7% alcohol. This is wild. I've never seen a brewery do that where they buy the sticker and put it on one of their old cans.
I mean, why not? If it's a seasonal beer and they have a bunch of these laying around, this is obviously brewed year round.
Yeah, I guess it must be. I don't know. Like, it's got to cost them more money to print this on the can and then put a sticker on top of that instead of just getting regular cans.
I mean, unless they mass produce this can.
That's true.
And they haven't put the beer in there, obviously.
We just thought it was weird. Never seen it before. You can go about your business.
Go about your business.
Yeah. But until then, we're the Brewers, trying every beer from around the world. Don't you winter, want to win? Oh.
It's a whole new beer, friends.